guys, it's Jazz1122 here, and this reading is for the Cancers out there for the month of May. I just want to say thank you guys so much for your likes, your comments, and to all my new subscribers. Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad that you're here. If you would like a email reading from me, all that information will be down below. And with that being said, let's get right into this video. Okay guys, I'm just going to pick 3 cards, and that will be your energies for the month of May. We have faith in your dreams, waxing crescent moon. This is a beautiful energy, Cancer, because the universe is encouraging you that you can do anything you put your mind to. And also we have the butterfly. With the butterfly here, you have gone through a transformational period in your life. And it may have been hard, of course. You may have had to let go of things very, very dear to you, but it all was part of your story of your transformation. And with have faith in your dreams, is what's on your heart, Cancer. I feel like some Cancers have some great ideas, some great talents, and some of you guys just are scared, which is completely understandable, because Cancers is like the crab, you know, the crab shell kind of is your guys' protection. Maybe you guys don't feel ready to step out into the world, even though some of you have a burning passion of something you really want to do, but it's also really outside your comfort zone. But the universe is saying have faith in your dreams and go for it. We have a new romantic cycle begins. Okay, Cancer, so this is the universe encouraging you to have faith in terms of love. It's new love in the terms of in the month of May. That's what I was trying to say. But have faith in your dreams. I feel like, Cancer, you have went through a lot in your relationships, and I feel like you have definitely been the giver, and you have done everything you can to be very nurturing, and now it's time for you to be nurtured. So I feel like the universe is ushering in a new romantic cycle for you, which is great. And also, we think of Libra, the Libra scales. This is something that is on its way to you because you learned your karmatic lessons. And one thing that's getting in the way might be some fear. You know, am I going to make the right decision? Can I really trust myself? I've dated some pretty rough people in my past, and maybe some Cancers just didn't want to get involved with anybody. But for the Cancers where it's been a while, the universe is asking you to have faith, because you don't want to miss out on this new romantic cycle because of the past. We have you are good enough. This is beautiful. The universe for the month of May just wants to show you how you deserve love, Cancer, with a new romantic cycle. And you are good enough. So like I said, you went through your karmatic lessons. Some Cancers had, I'm trying to find the right word. Had struggles. There you go. Had struggles with their self-esteem, how they viewed themselves. Maybe some Cancers also were in relationships where you kind of heard, well, you're not going to find nobody better than me. And the next thing you know, it turned into a toxic relationship. But I feel like a lot of that is behind you. And for all that hard work you did, you deserve someone that will be there for you. And the universe is saying that, like, believe that you are good enough and don't discount yourself. Trust what you know. Let's see. Have faith in your dreams. Right away, we have the Ace of Cups. The universe is saying for the month of May, don't give up on love. It may not have worked out in the past, but I remember I wrote this in one of my Instagram readings where I said people come in our lives. It's like we're like actors in a movie, right? Some people have like main character roles, some people are played like an extra, or some people just make a short cameo or a long-term appearance. So I feel like you have went through different situations, but however, your story is always being written and you always have the chance to be happy. So the universe is asking you what really makes you happy and what's really stopping you from that. Are you letting past situations stop you from moving forward and getting the love that you deserve? Let's see. Ace of Cups. We have the Star. Yeah, it's time for a renewal. And the Star represents hope and destiny as well. So I feel like the next person you're going to meet, it could be the next catalyst to your growth, Cancer. Someone who actually matches your energy. And also, I feel like with this new relationship, you will feel like a new person. You will start to see why you went through those experiences, because you learn more about yourself. You learn more of what you want by getting what you don't want. And I feel like you had a lot of what you don't want, so you have more of a clearer idea of what you do want. So you're able to turn people down when you know that they're no good for you. Okay, let's see. Why is the Star here? We have the Queen of Wands. With the Queen of Wands, she's a very confident woman and she takes action. And also, the universe is asking you to embody this Queen of Wands energy. You know, really enjoy who you are, your body. That's what I feel also with the Queen of Wands. I feel like some Cancers are really hard on themselves in terms of way that they look. Maybe you don't like your nose, or you don't like how your toe is shaped. You know, like how we just have insecurities, but the universe is asking you, like, nobody's perfect, Cancer. Like, somebody would love the shape of your nose or the size of your toe. You know what I mean? Like, there will be people who would love you just for you and not to beat yourself down so much because you are good enough. I feel like some Cancers are really self-conscious. And to be honest, that kind of made it an easier target that other people used against you in the past. Was you didn't feel that great about yourself. So it was more easier to kind of control the narrative with you, because you may have been in a place where you may not have been aware that you were really craving love to the point that you wasn't realizing people taking advantage of that. But unfortunately, people do. So we have to know our weaknesses ourselves, so that way people are exploiting our weaknesses. And it's also to love on yourself more, Cancer, for the month of May. You're an amazing individual. Let's see. Oh, new romantic cycle begins. We have the Ace of Pentacles here. This is the universe. Their huge hand. They want this new love for you, and it's here. But I feel like if you still have any old fears or feel self-conscious, you may push this person away even. So just be mindful of that, Cancer, that you're not missing out on things that make you happy because of what people did to you. I feel like some Cancers really kind of still hold on to that. Maybe the person didn't say that they're sorry, or they didn't give any recognition. But to be honest, that person did you a favor, Cancer. Like, even though we may love individuals, but sometimes we do know when relationships are just toxic. And it seems to me, Cancer, this new beginning is exactly what you need and what you deserve. And it would be sad if you really missed out on this. Let's see, Ace of Pentacles. I say that because it's the universe here bringing this to you. But we have free will, you know. And we have the Seven of Cups. So it seems to me it's a whole bunch of emotions going on. So I feel like even if you may meet this person, you could be very suspicious because of the things that you went through. I feel like some Cancers may still look at life, when in terms of relationships, with this smoke screen. Some of your reactions may be from past traumas. Some of you may be very, very quick to end things with people now. I noticed that when you go from giving too much, then you go do the next extreme to give nobody nothing, then you kind of get the middle ground. I feel like you don't really trust anybody for the month of May. But to be honest, don't be too overly suspicious, because I feel like the universe do have this here for you, but it may be confusing. Also, be careful of the other options that may come, because not every cup is what this universe hand is giving you. So just be mindful. Make sure you don't take a snake or nothing like that. Or that's why it goes down to your self-esteem, how you feel about yourself. Always remember you're good enough. Don't let nobody discount your worth. So let's see. Why is the 7 of Cups here? Yeah, we have the 10 of Wands. You've really been hurt. With Wands, I think is something, well, not I think. It's in terms of passion. So you've been burned many times in terms of love with the 10 of Wands, and you just feel over it. You just feel very, very burdened. And that's okay. I feel like it is, even if you do meet this person in the month of May, Cancer, it doesn't mean you have to go and say like, oh, I love you, let's do this, but just kind of communicate where you are and how you're feeling, and see how that person reacts to you. Do they give you space, or do they understand? Or are they trying to rush along and be like, oh, okay, well, I feel bad that happened to you and everything, but what about us? You know, be mindful of people like that. People who kind of skip over what you've been through and just be like, okay, well, why can't you just be with me? You know, that was a while ago. People who don't really have compassion for what you went through and why you are distant. I feel like that's how you're able to tell the person that the universe is sending is through their patience. Let's see, you are good enough. We have the King of Swords. With the King of Swords, the universe is saying, speak your truth. And for some Cancers, you guys had problems doing that. So other people would kind of make the decisions and call the shots on how things will go. But the universe is asking you now, Cancer, to really communicate. I was saying, communicate to people what's going on, or say I need time, or whatever you need to say, and really see how people react towards that, because that's how you'll be able to see what is really standing strong in who you are, and that is you feeling confident about yourself and knowing that if someone can't appreciate you, then you're fine being alone. I think one of the worst feelings is when you're laying next to someone and you still feel alone. It's like laying next to just a body there. There's no emotion. You could barely feel the love, but those are the kind of relationships where you know it's over, but you still try to hold on to some bit of hope. And maybe that's what kind of got you exhausted in terms of love, Cancer, because you may have been through situations like that. And you may not have just cut it off, and you kind of stayed longer than you should have, which is okay. We all learn. You know, we all go through certain situations. So let's see. Why is the King of Swords here? We have the 4 of Wands, yeah. Because you speaking your truth, you'll get what you want. By you also making the decision as well to cut off situations that do not bring the 4 of Wands. Not saying that everything has to be peachy keen all the time. Yes, storms happen, but they also pass. Now, if you're dealing with situations where the storm is lasting for months and months and months, then that's probably most likely the universe trying to tell you to get out. But in terms of your stability, your peace of mind, it's important that you also make decisions that support that. Let's see, 4 of Wands. We have the 5 of Wands and the 2 of Pentacles. So it's for you to always remember that you have the power When there's a lot of conflict, you have the power to change that with the Two of Pentacles. You don't have to be anywhere where you're not appreciated or loved, and you shouldn't have to beg someone to love you, because the right people for you would do that. You wouldn't have to beg. You wouldn't have to plead. You wouldn't have to do so much for someone that... It's crazy how we can do so much for people and we really think about it. They didn't really do much for us. It was because we loved them that we did that. That we kind of took that load on our backs to make any excuse that we could, that they loved us, that they just went through things or this and that. But it's time for you, Cancer, to realize that it's time for your emotional happiness. So, Cancers, I hope you guys appreciate this video, and I'll catch you guys next week.